Okay, hello, welcome everyone. So today, this is going to be a quick video because it's Christmas time. I'm running out of time here. I've just been working with my uni degree. However, I am planning on doing a Christmas video, possibly a tier list. I'm not sure, or it could be a gameplay video. I'm still toying with that idea, but obviously I need to get it recorded soon because it is the 22nd, almost 23rd. Ashes of Creation. They have done another live stream. It was really good. Unfortunately, I haven't really I am keeping this brief due to my own time constraints. However, there is some important stuff to talk about. Firstly, they've had the first alpha testing. They had 3 programmers here talking about how all of the bugs that have been sent to them. Hey, you know, as long as this gets the time it needs in the oven, which it looks like it will do, it hopefully won't end up like a Cyberpunk type situation, although I do love Cyberpunk, but I really hope, I think these guys are going to nail it. I don't think they're going to, you know, release a buggy mess. I mean, they're doing like 3 or 4 different alpha stages, and I think it's the same for beta, all before, you know, the full release. So plenty of time to fine-tune this game into one of the best MMOs out there, I think. It really looks like it's going to be up there with World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls Online, and some of my other favourites. And that's from a casual perspective as well. You know, I'm not a hardcore MMO guy, and I'm excited for this MMO, which I think is a good thing. So, I'm going to skip through a bit of this. This is a very long boss fight, essentially. They have these 2 guys, look pretty cool. The animation is incredible. I really like the design. There is the odd jankiness. This is alpha, of course. Let me just skip towards... It gets really good around... oh, mind. How long does it go on for? It goes on for quite a bit, as you can see here. We'll skip to about here. Right. So obviously this is the December update. The studio's going off for Christmas, for their Christmas holidays. Whether you're celebrating Christmas or anything else like Hanukkah, or just you're just celebrating this time of year, I wish you all the best. I hope you all have a great time. I wish that to the studio. I wish that to Stephen. I wish that to anyone watching this video. First and foremost, 2020 has been a rough year, but I think everyone's excited for 2021. Even though there'll still be, you know, there'll be the roughies around the edges from 2020, but hopefully they'll be buffed out by the end. Maybe even summer of 2021. Let's all be optimistic. But this game, it was so nice to have footage again. I was so excited to see footage again. So this is a raid. They said this was like a 40-player raid, but they're only doing it with, well, let's count. 1, 2, 3. What was that? Is that 6 people, or is that 7 counting Steven's character? So, of course, they were using some GM hacks to give themselves, well, to give Steven effectively, you know, immortality. The others were dying, though, and you were seeing them getting rezzed throughout this footage. I really recommend, by the way, I'll also put a link to the full 4K footage, I imagine it will be, when it gets uploaded onto their channel. I'll put that in the description down below once it goes live. As well as the full live stream, because there's always a detail that I miss here and there. But this just looks incredible. So there's like these little fire pits that are just in the field that cause damage to your health. And then there's these purple spikes that you'll see. They do mana drain. Just the different little elements and how well it fits into the world, I'm absolutely loving. Instead of it just being a circle that appears, yes, there are circles. You do need indicators. But after that circle disappears, you're just left with something that looks like it could be part of the environment, but it's actually something that's going to do damage to you. But you can kind of tell because it has got that kind of, you know, it has those effects on it, and it does look a little bit kind of, you know, like it's going to do damage to you. So that's really cool. They also mentioned that they've had their kind of first wave of alpha test. We knew it was coming up in December, so I guess it's happened. I think it was only 2 days long or something, or maybe 4 days. It was a very short one. Supposedly they got a lot of feedback, particularly on the combat. The combat's going to be getting a revamp early next year. I think they said by about March time. So hopefully, well, in fact definitely once the embargo, goes down and we can finally start seeing footage in the final alpha stage, the final alpha 1 stage, we will be able to see this new revamped combat, which is super cool. They also said there's also going to be a lot more gameplay footage from Intrepid Studios, from Steven and the crew, coming next year. So that's also really good news. But I think overall, they show your standard, more art, more animations. I just think, look at this, like the animations here look so good. I think this is really the point, because was it a month or two ago when we last saw some gameplay? We saw like the Turtles animation where you could see like the galaxy flowing through it and through its shell and stuff like that. It going from that to like these animations, it feels like there's been another massive jump again. The game looks gorgeous. I really want to know what kind of specs you're going to need to run it. I've said before, I've got an i7 2070. This game won't be coming out until at least like 2022-ish. So who knows, maybe I'll have another PC by then. I doubt it. So hopefully the 2070 holds up and can run this game while still looking pretty good. Hopefully it's well optimized, because it looks beautiful. Of course, they have said you can turn down the VFX like all the other settings for the graphics options. So if you do have a bit of a potato PC at the moment, obviously if you can upgrade, it's always good to upgrade your PC, but if you can't, hopefully you should be able to run it. But there's no definite word on that until they release the spec requirements, which won't be for quite some time. They'll probably release it around the time of beta, I would think, unless they've already released it and I just haven't noticed. I think it'll be beta though, because that's when the game's going to be a bit more optimized, and they can kind of guess what hardware is going to be required to run it. But otherwise, I'm going to leave it really short. I'm going to skip through a bit more of the footage, just because there's some other cool moments. As you can see, look how far they're flying. It's so funny. But yeah, and then they just kind of walk around the world. Oh, I should also mention, they're showing off more of the island here. In fact, yeah, as you can see, like nice jungle environments. Oh, this is the good bit. There we go. You can see him flying over. Of course, flying mounts are going to be quite rare, but you will be able to get gliding mounts. I don't know how rare they will be. I don't think they are going to be rare. I think you're going to be able to get gliding mounts, so you can like climb up a mountain. Maybe there's quests up there, and if you want to get back down to the the lower areas of the map, you can glide down if you have a gliding mount. But just look how gorgeous this map is. I mean, I really want to see the aquatic stuff. We've seen the aquatic mounts, but I want to see the boats, and I want to see the more in-depth content we're going to be getting out at sea, because at the moment it looks we've only really seen land stuff, and we've not even seen like questing or anything. So I'm really interested to see how all of that sort of stuff develops over the next few months, if we see any more stuff like that. But this looks really good. And then earlier on, I believe he pulls out a map. Yes, I'm going to pause it here if I can find it again. So this is the map that they're in. As you can see, they are here, which is the area that they've been showing off. And here's another chunk of the map as well. It looks really cool. I wonder where the nodes are. Are the nodes those little symbols where my mouse is? If you can see my mouse. I guess they're the nodes, maybe. Cool. Yeah, it looks... I mean, this isn't even the whole map, by the way. And I think they said this area alone is like... It was either 10 or 100 times larger than Skyrim. Which isn't a surprise. MMOs do tend to be a lot bigger than free roam kind of RPG single-player games. Like Skyrim is. Or Fallout, or so on and so forth. But that looks awesome. And I really like the map design. That's great art. I mean, it's much better than... I mean, I like the WoW map, I like the Elder Scrolls map, but this is a nice map. I really do dig it. I do hope you can zoom in, though, and get more finer details when you're travelling around. But that looks really cool. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Like I said, I need to keep it short for my own time constraints, unfortunately. But I can't wait for January. Obviously, everyone, have a great Christmas. I really hope everyone's having a great Christmas holidays. I hope everyone has a great Christmas. And a great New Year's, I will be posting a couple more videos before then, and yeah, I hope everyone's having a good time. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.